live. Oh my goodness, we're live. Hey crew,
Live.
ECUth TV Friday Night Live.
Welcome.
Bring it on.
Welcome.
So good to see you. I don't know how many people we've got on
We've
here.
got some people.
Some people.
We've got some
Ashley
people.
Minces.
Let's start calling
Charlotte.
out some people. We've got Zach, got Trinity, Jeremiah.
Christina. I don't know who's... Oh, Charlotte, bring me along. Good on Charlotte for bringing Christine. It's so
Well
good
done,
to
Charlotte.
see you
Congrats.
tonight. Yes, well done, Charlotte. We would give you free food, but we're not able to give you free food.
Give yourself free food.
Give yourself free food.
Treat yourself.
If you've
Treat
got some
yourself.
snacks
Absolutely.
in your cupboard, it's time to bring them out so that we're going to have a lot of good fun tonight. Maybe a drink. I don't know. You can't really go to the store and get like 100
Don't do
Jacks.
it. Someone's got
Someone might have coronavirus.
something
in
that's
there. Yeah.
infectious. Yeah.
No. Oh, Jackson Pomeroy. That's a lot of comments.
Yes, Jackson.
Wow. Hello, Jeremiah. I don't know what...
Storm.
Do you know what baguko means?
What? Show me.
It's distance,
Oh,
sir.
no.
Bakugoku. Jeremiah,
Bakugan?
please explain, please.
Bakugan.
Bakugoku.
Bakugan.
Go.
All right.
Hi, Carly. Storm's here. Steve, virtual food. Yes, we can eat virtual food.
Good.
Hey, if you are here and you're not already, let us know that you're here. Please let us know in the
Hit us up in
comments
the comments.
below. That'd be so cool. All right, and then before we go to our first challenge, we need to just check that we've got the distance going on
We need
here.
to check distance.
Distance.
Oh, it's not working out. Oh.
Please tell us.
Oh.
1.5 meters, right? Oh, we really
This
should have been
distance.
standing very far
Yep.
apart.
This is the distance.
This is a really long distance, guys. I don't
Yeah.
know if you realize. It's like,
Distance for you, your friend, and
is
the
that
Holy
really
Spirit.
1.5 meters?
Yep.
That's
Accurate.
a long way.
Accurate.
That's actually my height. Not quite. I'm a bit taller. I'm 163 centimeters exactly. But we are going to go tonight to quarantine rations to start us off.
Rations.
What?
Quarantine
Tell us.
rations. Now, I've just had a comment from Storm, and Storm has asked me to say her name. Storm. There we go.
Love that, Ben. Love that.
Fantastic. Hey, back to you, Storm. Fantastic. Patricia, can you tell me what quarantine rations is all about?
So, quarantine rations, we have collected a whole range of foods. I think they're all gross.
We actually
hope
don't
we
know.
have some nice ones.
Yeah, I'm actually counting on the fact that we have got some nice quarantine rations. What is the
Right.
idea behind quarantine rations? Like,
Well, I mean, this whole coronavirus thing, if we get locked down and we have to stay in our house, we have to eat to live. So,
that is correct. You have to eat to live.
we thought we
Live
would
to eat.
get a collection of foods that hopefully taste nice.
Yeah, it's like scraping the bottom of the pantry barrel, right? It's like when you've run out of stuff in the pantry and, you know, you're at the stage where you're not just opening the fridge once or twice and then closing it and then opening it again because you weren't satisfied. But it's like it's gone past that stage and you've been in lockdown for a couple of weeks, so you're not you're opening that fridge like 10 times, man. And you just every time you're just hoping to see something different, but it's like condiments.
And there's nothing.
And it's like mayonnaise, and it's like, man, I don't want to eat mayonnaise. So that is the idea behind quarantine rations. So why don't we bring the first lot of quarantine rations in? Hey, Brooke.
I'm scared.
Okay. I want you guys to be... Oh, that is disgusting. Hey, can we get a close-up zoom of this?
Stinks.
There we go.
That? Is that?
This
Ew.
is... I reckon this is Wheat Bix and barbecue sauce. So you can tell this is the type of meal that you'd eat when you've got nothing to put on your Wheat Bix. Like I get butter and Vegemite on
Yummy.
Wheat Bix, but barbecue sauce, man, that is scraping the bottom of the barrel. Oh, I need to fix my hat. It's not straight. Thanks, Zach.
Yuck. Should we
Okay.
choose it?
Let's chink this. Like chink? Is that what it is?
Wow,
Chink
you're
this
really
one?
going in. Oh.
I'm going in. Oh, Patria, get some more Wheat Bix and barbecue sauce on your spoon. More! If it's not heaped, it's not enough.
Is that enough?
Okay, there we go. It actually looks like minced meat. It actually looks... Okay, ready?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Ready?
All right.
Think it. Think it.
Think.
Okay, ready? Go. Go. That is some dank barbecue sauce. Who found that? Where did they scrape that one from? Man, what is that like? Coals that's been left in the freezer and then defrozen and then left in the pantry? It's disgusting. You've got a strong from Patria. And we've got some
Do not
yucks in
recommend.
chat. Okay,
Yeah,
Ashley
take it
has
away.
just said it's actually okay, but I would not eat. That is a good decision to make right there. Ashley, do not eat.
Yeah,
And then we've
yeah.
got this is gris is one of the comments. So I'm assuming somebody wanted to say that this is great. Hey, why don't we bring the next quarantine rations in? Yes, it's definitely
No.
some dank barbecue sauce.
Oh,
Oh,
man. What is that?
Okay, can we get a zoom?
What is that?
I'm told the ingredients list should be written around here somewhere, and we're meant to guess it. So I'm pretty sure.
That stinks. Smell it.
Oh, that is feral. That is feral.
Ew.
So I think this is. Yeah, that's definitely mayonnaise, and I'm pretty sure that's cornflakes. And it looks like the cornflakes have gone soggy. That is
Ew, soggy
actual
cornflakes.
disgusting. Okay, Patria, big spoonful.
No, is that good? I know.
That's good enough.
Okay, good.
Chink. I don't want to swallow. My head's like yes, and my mouth is like no.
I don't want to swallow. How are you chewing it? How are you chewing?
We good. We made it through. Patria, you gotta swallow it. Okay. That was definitely some disgustingness going on right there.
No.
Hey, Brooke, does it get better?
Please.
It doesn't get better! It doesn't get better, guys! It gets worse! Cornflake pasta, you're right, Steve. It is that is quite disgusting.
Doesn't that leave like a weird aftertaste in your mouth?
Yeah, it's actually like hanging around. It is actually hanging around. Which one's worse? Lockie's just asked which one is
Oh,
worse.
100% cornflakes and mayo.
I see, I would like to agree
No,
with
the
you.
texture.
Yeah, the sogginess was disgusting. But stop touching spoons. Oh, we were not social distancing right there. We've just gotten a message to not
Oopsie.
touch spoons. Patricia! Patricia!
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Storm, for commenting our favorite name for Patria. Okay, so we will no longer touch spoons.
Okay.
Okay, can we have the next round through? I think that the barbecue wheat bix was definitely.
Oh,
that
no,
looks
that's
nice.
good.
That looks really nice.
No, that seems good. What have they done to it? Don't tell me there's hot
What is
chili
this?
sauce.
What is this? Look
Oh
at this,
no, I
guys.
smell like gherkins or something.
Look at that. It looks nice. It looks nice. Ben, how old am I?
No.
I am 23 years
Yuck,
old. Okay.
yuck. How are we meant to eat this?
I think you just pick
Just
a chip.
pick a chip. Pick a
And
chip.
don't.
The whole
Is that
thing?
jam?
No, I feel like it's hot chili and gherkins.
Oh, it's gherkins. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. I can eat this.
But
if I
on
were in
Doritos?
quarantine, yeah, why not? It's like a cheeseburger with Doritos and
All right.
pickles
Oh,
and
it
sun-dried
stinks.
tomato. Oh, it's a bit of a dank smell.
All right, let's go.
Okay, let's go. Not bad. Not bad. Next one, that is probably the best one we've had yet. Definitely the best one yet. Corn chip pizza. Good idea. Okay, let's go. What have we got here? Hey, it's a Sanger. With little
Sanger.
umbrellas. It's delicious.
Oh no, should we open it and see what's inside?
Yeah, let's open it up. Oh,
Oh,
oh, oh.
why?
That actually looks disgusting. Ready?
Nah, nope. Nah, Don't tell me you like that.
Actually wasn't that bad.
Nah.
Yeah, that was what is
Nah.
that? Vegemite, strawberry jam, bit of marge, some white bread.
No, thank
Not
you.
that bad. Okay, that's actually better for me. That's better than the nacho pizza.
Nah, I'd prefer nacho pizza.
Next one, Brooke. This is the last one,
Ooh,
and then we're
last
gonna pick our
one.
favorite. What have we got?
That looks like
Okay, let's be honest, guys. Did somebody just vomit
Oh,
into a tray and just serve that up? Like this may still be warm. This kind of feels warm, guys. Who did this? Who would do this
Is that
to us?
banana in mustard?
I think it is banana and mustard.
Oh, yuck.
Oh, this is gonna make me.
Yuck.
Oh, don't sniff it. Do not sniff it. That is disgusting. That is actual disgusting.
That actually tastes like vomit. Don't do that, man. No.
It's all over me. Okay. So what was your worst?
This one.
This one was the worst?
Yep.
No, to be honest, Wheat Bix and barbecue sauce was still my worst. Okay, we're going to hand over back to Carly and Cohen. They're going to take us into the next section, and I'm going to get this disgusting banana and mustard off me. Take us away, guys.
That was real gross, guys.
Wow, that's definitely what not to eat when you're in quarantine. I feel like anyone could have found some better options
There was a bit of vom as well. I'm
Bit
not
of-
sure if you guys
yeah.
are vomiting at home, but there was a bit of real life vom.
actual vomit. We
Yeah.
saw it with our own eyes, and
Not
I
good.
almost vomited myself. Like, gross. Anyway, some really cool things are happening in ecyouth. I know we are online and we can't just, meet in person for the most part. We are going to start meeting in e-groups, which are places, times where we gather on Facebook Live, or not live, what am I saying? Facebook Messenger chats or Instagram chats. Get a group together, like hang out, put your filters on, and share around the Word of God as well together. It's going to be great fun. So your leader's going to message you about that next week. They're starting up some other things are too.
We are. For my gamer friends out there, whether you game or you don't game actually, but mainly my gamers, we're setting up a Discord, ecyouth gaming. We're going to set up a Discord. We're going to chat with each other. We're going to game with each other. We're going to do all types of things. Esther is really pushing hard for an art channel. If you guys want that, hit us up in the comments. If you guys hate it, just also hit that up in the comments, because I don't think it's what Discord's for. But if you're for gaming, Discord, ecyouth gaming is coming your way. We're getting prepped. We're getting ready.
So cool. And you know what? Next week we're going to do Friday Night Live again, but we're going to have some other different challenges. One of them that is in store is a couples face-off, all right? Now, literally mean face-off, because a guy is going to do their girl's makeup, and because they're a couple, maybe for the most part, we have married couples in this youth ministry, and that married couple is allowed to break the social distancing rules to do their girlfriend's or their wife's makeup. And it's going to be terrible. So the person who wins out of that is going to be obviously the challenge winner. I vote that if I'm doing it, Ben will probably do the worst. He will lose.
Wow.
He will actually lose. He would.
Hurt.
I feel like Colin would probably have a better shot at getting...
I'm pretty good at everything, so.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll try
It is what
and
I
challenge
am.
that.
There we go. Yep.
Right, good stuff.
All right.
Ben's about to preach soon. It's
Ben
going to be
is
really
get
cool. But
keen.
before we do that, we've got
Come on with it.
one more thing to get started. Colin reacts. I don't know if you've ever seen Colin react to something, but he's about to react to some really good or really bad TikToks.
I'm like a stone.
Hey, all live people out there. Welcome to Cohen Reacts. This is where we're going to play some funny or not so funny TikToks and listen to Cohen React. So we want to see you guys in the chat mentioning if they're 1 or 10, 10 being the funniest and 1 being the worst. So let's watch the first one.
Hit me.
911, what's your emergency? There's a guy trying to get in your house? Well, did you lock the door? You didn't lock the door?
She didn't.
Well, that was dumb, huh?
So Cohen, what did you think? Like, typical 911 phone call?
I don't know. It's a little bit bland. I don't know if it's a high ranker. She sort of put on a Trump accent there. I was sort of into it.
Okay.
But then she came back. So I'm going to... Do I rate this one now?
Yes, rate all of them.
Out of 10?
Out of 10.
I'm going to give it a 4.
A 4 out of 10. Starting
4.
low, starting low. We'll take you to the second one now.
Bruh, how good's quarantine, eh, boys? Hey, get the sun inside, game all day, without anybody complaining except us. Let's go. COD Warzone as well. Couldn't have been a better timing. Couldn't have been a better timing. I could quarantine my whole life. As long as I got noodles, water, no lag, I'm good, bro.
The noodles.
And money, of course.
Man.
This is so much fun. Oh, I can't remember the last time I've had this much fun.
This is Josh.
Just hanging out at home all day, and we're not allowed to go out. Oh, it's like a dream come true.
Yeah, my school got closed down because some kid got coronavirus. How cool's that? Not that he got coronavirus, that my school's closed down. And my mum said I might not be going back till the corona thing's over. So I'm like on a massive ass holiday.
Oh,
Even
yes,
though we can't go
vacation.
out, but I don't have to go to school. Who cares? Oh, what? You're so lucky. I'm doing even more schoolwork because we can't go out.
That onesie though.
I'm even doing homeschool on the weekends. Oh, that's ratchet. Yeah, hard, man. Fuck, I'm so glad my mum.
Was that it?
That was it. So
Whoa.
what do you reckon? We're amping it up a little bit?
This is good. There was a lot of diversity in it. He did a lot of characters. Also, he brought back the word ratchet. And anyone that's going to bring back the word ratchet, that's ratchet.
And we brought it in for the gamers, you know?
Brought it in for the gamers. This one, we're going to step it up. I think it can get better. We're going to go a 6.
A 6. Okay. Getting there, getting there. Okay, next video. I have to say, Cohen, that was one of my favorites. Like,
This is
come
quality.
on.
Whenever a grandma gets in on a TikTok, it's already good. And then she just basically sold herself to Disney as their next anything. They want noises for anything. She just got hired over Meghan
She's
Markle
the one,
instantly. She's good. This one here, I don't know. I still think there's room. This one's a solid 8.
Solid 8. Oh,
8.
we're getting better,
Yeah.
better, guys. Okay, let's roll the next one. Oh, Mario Kart style.
Seems dangerous. Exercise is always dangerous.
Oh, gumballs? Yes.
Maybe peanut M&Ms.
Oh, I like that. Okay, short one, short one. What do you reckon?
I don't
Funny
know.
or like, what's going on?
I don't know if there was enough. I don't know if it was funny because she was eating it from the treadmill or if it looked like everyone taking off from a Mario Kart race.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
confused. The music's thrown me. This one's a 3.
A 3? Wow,
we've
okay.
gone down.
Not so impressive. Let's roll the next one. Oh, he's hitting a magpie with a broom.
All right.
A magpie with a broom.
Now listen,
Come on.
this one hits home because the Lord is in control of all things except the Australian magpie.
Yes,
This thing
yes.
is built of pure evil. This man is in fear of his life. This is not a funny TikTok. This needs to go to the AFP.
You think the man is in fear? What about
think-
the poor dog?
No, the dog is there to protect his master. He's just a little small.
Okay.
But he's doing what he does. This one, it's not funny, but I feel for the bloke. It's a 9.
And oh, 9.
Yeah.
9. Only got one spot left. Well, let's watch one of the last
There's
ones.
another one.
Oh, the poor cat. Okay.
Oh, that was brilliant. All right.
Now, what do you think?
2 favorite things in videos, grandmas and cats in pain, all right? I'm not a cat person. So this cat is like, you know what, human, I want your food.
Yes, yes.
This is my domain. And the human's like, yeah, gives him the ice cream. Has got what it deserved. Cat videos, this one, not so funny, but I love it, 8.
An 8.
That's an
Okay,
8.
okay. Staying pretty consistent. Next one. Oh, the Jelly Bean Singers. Come on, Cohen. That was classic gold. Adele singing to the crowd. They're joining in with her.
The effort.
Yeah,
The effort.
right?
Like, they haven't just been open the packet. They've been like, dun, 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 dun. Like they've done this on purpose for the video.
Yes.
The effort alone scores them an 8.
An 8,
There's a lot of
okay.
8s. I don't think anything's quite as good as the 10.
Oh,
Was that
okay.
the final one?
No, we got another one coming.
all
Another
right.
one coming.
Best.
Oh, dog wants a back scrub.
It was brilliant.
Can't not laugh at this. that nice back rub.
Get it, doggo?
So again, another animal one. We've seen that they're kind of your favorites at the moment.
They are, and specifically this animal. The dog is the top of the food chain. It is the apex animal, the most loyal animal. And this dog, he's just getting him. He's just loving it. He's just taking care of him. He's doing his thing. This one, though, not so funny, but I loved it as a 7.
Okay, as a 7. Now, I think we're going to show you the last one now, and
all right.
it is my personal opinion that this one should win. So can we have the last video?
What's up, boys and gals?
Now, this is the most
Christian way to
popular
learn.
TikTok dance, the Renegade.
In
So I
case
hope
any
the
of you
viewers
Christian
out there
boys and
enjoy
gals
this.
Are hip, and you wanna get on this level. All right, here we go.
It's already good. Accent's going.
Whoa, God is amazing. Clap in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Cast out the enemy. Feel the Holy Spirit. Crazy worship hands. Stop. Swing on the enemy. Snap in the name of Jesus. Lean into God's word. My body is a temple. Vomit on the devil.
Vomit, oh my.
Swing on the enemy. Breathe in reckless love. I love Jesus. What?
So Cohen, what did you think? The Renegade?
I'm in awe. First of all, amen, sister. Definitely vom on Satan, just like Ben before. This one's quality.
Yeah, right?
This is a good video. I don't normally like the dancing videos. I would chuck them. I would swipe left. Yep, swipe
Okay,
left.
sure.
I would decline this one, but this one is a quality dancing video. I'm going to put it at a 9.
Okay, so Cohen, we have a question for you.
All right.
So you've rated all of these and you've watched them all, but which one was the ultimate best?
The ultimate best was not my highest rated.
Okay.
But when I think about tonight, I go back to Grandma's soundtrack. All right?
The grandma reacting.
Grandma's soundtrack.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, that was the top for me.
So can you take it away into leading us into the next segment?
Absolutely, I can. Do I jump back over here? Announcements? I'm jumping over with Ben.
Oh,
It's not announcements.
we'll lead to Ben preaching.
We'll lead to Ben preaching. Ben, are you excited?
I'm excited.
I'm
Preach.
excited.
You're excited?
I'm excited.
We're all
They're excited.
excited.
They're excited.
You're excited?
I'm going to leave it with Ben. Ben, take us away.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm just going to share a couple of thoughts with you right now. I also noticed we've got somebody called ScoMo in the chat. So welcome, ScoMo. Honored and privileged to have you here with us today. So I want to just share with you for about 5 to 10 minutes on a thought that I was having early this morning at 7 o'clock when I woke up, when no person should really be awake, especially when you're in self-isolation. You don't have to be out anywhere. So don't wake up at 7 o'clock. But anyway, so this is a thought I was having about that time. I've still got my chat down here, so you can feel free to message me at this on the chat, and I'll be reading that and listening as we go along. So I wanted to share a story with you today from the Bible about a king, and his name was Nebuchadnezzar. Somebody try and write that in the chat. I dare you. You won't do it. I dare you. You won't be able to. Write it in the chat right now. So there's a king in the Bible whose name was Nebuchadnezzar, and he decided that he wanted to build a statue of himself because fame got to his head or something like that. He became TikTok famous overnight, and it got to his head, and now he's a different person, and like he's just changed, and he's not like he used to be. So he built himself a statue of himself, and then he was like, everybody in my kingdom needs to bow down to it. You must bow down to this statue. And in his this was a problem because in his kingdom there were like these 3 Christian people, these 3 followers of God. Their names were Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Double points if you can if you can spell those names properly. You won't be able to. I dare you. You won't be able to. Yeah. That is definitely not how you say his name. Stefania, nope. And also Jimmy the Falcon. That is not how you spell his name. There's a lot of bad spellings of this man's name right now. So Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Because King Neb, he'd put them in a hard spot because as a follower of God, you know, you're not actually allowed to bow down or live your life as worship to somebody other than God. So these 3 Christians that were in King Neb's kingdom were in a bit of a difficult situation. It was a problem. So shortly after, King Neb built this fake god statue of himself, and he called all of the kingdom in front of this statue, and he was like, hey, he told them this, hey, guys, when the band plays, when the music gets hype, I want you all to bow down and worship this statue. So he said this to the kingdom. And if you don't bow down to the statue, this is what King Nebuchadnezzar said. Man, I can't even say it properly myself. He said, if you don't bow down to this statue, I'm going to throw you in the fire and you're going to burn alive. Suckers. So there's this guy who said all this stuff, and all the people gathered, right? So it was about to happen. The moment had arrived, and all the people gathered, the kingdom had gathered, and the band started to play. And you could see like this sea of people, like a never in my life I'd find somebody like you, like that moment in Adele where there's this sea of jelly babies, but it was of people. And what you see in this sea of people is the band starts to play, like boom. The band starts to play, and everybody goes like down. They start bowing. But Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they were like, no, I'm not going to bow. Why? Because I don't worship you, because you are not my God. I have one true God, and it's not you, King Nebuchadnezzar. So while all these people are like yeeting themselves forward and bowing down forward, there's these three followers of God that are like, no, I refuse to bow down. And we're going to leave that there, and we're going to come back to this story in a second. Today I want to talk to you about living a life with a faith on fire for God. Everybody chat right now, faith on fire for God. And it's the type of faith and belief in God that isn't intimidated by what the people around you think about you or what the people around you are doing. So we're not concerned about what's going on around us. We're not concerned whether they're following God or they're believing in God or they think it's cool or they think it's cool. Like, it's the type of faith that is not intimidated by the people around them. I remember when we believe in God like this, it actually starts to change the way that we live. I remember early on, pretty soon after I gave my heart to God, chose to follow God with all my life. I remember there'd be times where I'd say a lie, right? And then it would be so heavy on my conscience, I'd need to go and make it right. Like, I couldn't actually get away with saying lies anymore, because it's like my heart was like, nah, Ben, you don't live like that anymore. It may have been all right before, but it's not all right now because you're a follower of Jesus, and it changes the way that you act. And I've seen this type of thing affect every single area of my life, like different areas that God's been like, He's challenged me on, and my conscience has been like, no, you don't want to do that anymore. Why? Because you follow God now. As followers of God, and I want you to get this point, right? This is one of the big points. There's two big points. This is the first. As followers of God, we are called to live differently. See, when everybody's gone this way, but we know God has asked us to go that way, we're called by God to live differently. When all our friends and all our family are in a state of panic, but we know God has called us to live with an inside peace, we know we are called to live differently. It's our destiny to live differently. When people in our friend group are bullying other people at school, right? And you know that this is wrong, right? You know that this is wrong. Just remember, you are called to live differently. You're called to live differently. When you accept Jesus into your heart, He calls you to live differently. God has given each and every one of you a big purpose and a big calling. He's called you to live a life with faith and with a faith that is on fire for Him. But as you follow Him, you need to know that there will be things that you can say yes to and things that you can say no to. And God's going to challenge you in areas of your life like, I don't want you to do that anymore. I know it was all right before, but now that you're following me, it's not how I want you to live your life now. Because there's better for you. There is a better life for you. I don't want you to live like that because God, I have a bigger purpose for you. I have a bigger destiny for you. And if you choose to live like that, right, it's going to limit what I can do through you. There is a big purpose on your life. And when you say yes to these things and no to these other things that everybody else is saying yes to, it's going to make you look different to your friends. These things are going to make you stand out. Why? Because just like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, you're choosing to stand up when everybody else is standing down. Everybody else is bowing down. So my second big point is this. Don't hide your faith in God. See, I've seen it time and time again where there's people who will choose to let go of their faith, choose to let go of their belief in God, their trust in their relationship with God, as soon as they notice that their friends do it as well, that their friends are doing it. Some people turn from God because they think it's not in, because it's not cool or whatever. But don't let your faith be like that. Don't give in to that. You are called to live with a life with faith that is absolutely on fire for God. See, there's a thing about fire, right? And this is, again, don't hide your faith. Don't hide your faith. There's a thing about fire. Is fire can't be hidden easy. And the darker the room that you bring this fire into, the brighter the fire shines. The more noticeable the fire is. And it's the same thing with you and your world, right? The darker the world around you is, the more chaos in your circumstance, the more chaos surrounding your life in family, in friends, in drama, in mental illness, all this darkness that can be around you. That is actually when the brightness, the fire of your heart, of your passion, your faith in God is most noticeable. You can't hide it easy. So don't hide your fire, right? Don't hide this fire for God. Don't hide your relationship with God. Don't hide it from your friends. Don't hide it from your family. Don't act the way that they do just because you want to fit in, right? You're called. You're going to look a little bit different, and that's all right. Do not hide your fire. You are called to greater than that. You're called to live a life worthy of His calling. Some people choose to live this type of double life when it comes to God. It's like whenever they're at church or at youth, yes, I'm on fire for God. Yeah, woo! Yes, I can feel His presence in worship. Amazing, powerful. Yeah, I love Jesus. But then when you go to school, it's like, all my friends aren't really into it, so I think I might just not talk about that or might not mention it. Like, I'm just going to push that one to a side. And then they go back to youth and they're like, woo, Jesus. Yes, I love it. Come on. Yeah, give me some more. Love it. Yes, love Jesus. And then they go back to school or go to their family and like, I'm going to just like push that one in the corner and like just pop it in a box. And I'm not going to talk about that one unless I absolutely have to. And it's like they go backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. See, I want to show you what happens when you start to hide your fire. I've got these 2 candles right here. Actually, I might move this laptop out of the way for this. I've got these 2 candles right here. I'm going to light both of them. A lot of you have probably done this before. Got there eventually. Awesome. See, this is what happens, right? When you're like, I want to follow Jesus, but I just in certain areas of my life, I actually want to just like cover them up. I actually don't want them to see that part of my life. I actually want to just keep that a little bit hidden, just keep that a little bit secret. Let me show you what happens when you start to hide your fire, right? So this person here is open. They're in every area of their life. They're open to God, open for God to speak to them, open for God to move to them. But this person here is hiding it. Just like hiding it in the background, just not mentioning it. And what we see is that when you hide your fire long enough, soon you don't have anything to hide. I'm going to let that sink in. You snuff it out, right? The fire will be gone. So don't tell me that you're scared of what people will think of you. Let me tell you the thing about when you've got a fire in your heart, when you're on fire for God, when you've got a faith that is on fire for Jesus. It is when your friends are going through a difficult time, right? And you've got a fire in your heart, just like this candle, right? Let me tell you that when your friends go through a storm, they're going to go close. They're going to seek you out. They're going to respect you. Why? Because when they stand around you, there is a fire in your heart, and they can see a little bit clearer. And they're not quite as confused as they used to be. Why? Because there's a fire in your heart for God. So don't hide that up, because when your friends are in need, you are in their life to be a fire. You're in their life to be that representation of God. Don't hide your fire. They'll come close to you, like when they're in the dark, they'll come close to you, and they'll want to hang out with you. Why? Because you help them see clearly. They'll respect you when the night comes, when challenges come in their life, because they can see the plan of God and the calling of God out working in your life. Because your heart is on fire and it changes the way you live. I want to go back to that story just for a few seconds. So Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they refused to bow down. They refused to hide that fire in their hearts before the king Nebuchadnezzar. And as the story goes, what happened is the king saw Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and he was furious at them. So what he said is he told his soldiers, hey, go to the furnace, grab these people, tie them up, throw them into the furnace. The furnace was so hot, some of the soldiers died as they threw these guys into the furnace, right? So it was hot. And I want to read these verses to you as I wrap up today. Then these verses, this is the next part of the story. Then Nebuchadnezzar leaped to his feet in amazement and asked his advisors, hey, didn't we throw 3 people into the fire? And the advisors were like, yeah, we certainly threw 3 people. It was only 3 people. But then the king said, hey, look, I see 4 men walking around in the fire unbound and unharmed, and the 4th man looks like he is a son of God. Why? Because Jesus was in that fire with him. See, the people in your life may not respect you and when you refuse to bow down, but they will respect you when they see you walking through a furnace unaffected. You're walking through a trial. They'll respect you when they see you walking through a trial and a challenge that should actually break you, but instead you do it with amazing favor and breakthrough. You are called to live differently, so don't hide your faith. That's my thought that I wanted to share with you today. Hey, if you want to respond to this message, maybe you don't know Jesus, maybe you've heard about him before, or maybe you've never heard about him before. Hey, can I tell you, he actually wants to meet with you today. You can have a personal relationship with God. And you may be wondering, well, how do I do that? Hey, I want to introduce you today. And what you can actually do is in the chat, we've got a bunch of people with those little spanners next to their name. You can message any single one of those, and they would love to call you. They'd love to chat to you about it. So if you want to know Jesus today, or maybe you want to take another step in your relationship with God, maybe you know in your life like, I've been the type of person that's hidden my fire with God, that's hidden that before. Can I just say, Jesus wants to know you and he wants to connect with you today. So I'm going to pass over back to Carly, and she's going to... I'm going to pass over to Patria and Belinda. Hey, why don't you give us a rundown of what's going on, Carly?
Carly's giving us a rundown. We have finally the final segment for fun tonight. That was a really good message from Ben. But the final segment of fun tonight is about to happen, and I'm really keen for this. This is movie scenes acted incredibly poorly. Now, these guys... have never done acting lessons in their life. They got the memo that they were doing this like 6 o'clock today, and so they are going to try and act out some movie scenes. And hopefully it doesn't reach the cringe level of 10. Actually, they're trying to make it reach the cringe level of 10. If you think it will reach the cringe level of 10, I need you to like type that in. They'll stop acting straight away. Guys, can you take us away? Have I explained it enough?
We can.
Yes.
You have. Hey, guys.
Hi.
Welcome. So, what are the most iconic movies that you guys can think of? Do you have any?
Below.
Write them in the comments, guys. Are we ready, Patria?
I am ready. Are you ready, Belinda?
I'm ready. I'm ready. Are you guys ready? Hit us with a salsa dancing girl if you're ready.
Woo!
And
sing.
I just wish that we could all get along like we used to in middle school. I wish that I could bake a cake made out of rainbows and smiles and would all eat it and be happy.
She doesn't even go here. Do you even go to this school?
No, I just have a lot of feelings.
Okay, go home.
Guys, can you tell us what that was from? What is that from? I don't even know. I feel like I've seen Mean Girls, but I really haven't seen that scene before. Mind you, Those wigs are actual terrible. Cringe level, I haven't seen anyone. Cringe level 4 from Ben. Cringe level, oh, Genius thought it was The Notebook. Nope, sorry. It was apparently Mean Girls. I believe you guys can act at some point. I want to see it. Come on, I believe in you. Pep talk, behind the scenes. All right, cue, next scene.
Social distancing.
I don't know who you are.
Social distancing.
I don't know what you want. If you're looking for ransom,
social
I can tell you I don't have any money.
Social
But what I do
distancing.
have
Social
is a
distancing.
very particular
Social
set of
distancing.
skills.
Social
Skills
distancing.
that I have acquired
Social
over a
distancing.
very long career.
Social distancing.
Skills that
Social
make
distancing.
me a nightmare
distancing.
for people like you.
Social distancing.
If you let my daughter go,
Social distancing.
that'll be the
Social
end of it.
distancing.
I will not
Social
look for you.
distancing.
I will not
Social
pursue you.
distancing.
But if you
Social
don't,
distancing.
I will
Social
look for you.
distancing.
I
Social
will find you.
distancing.
And
Social
I will
distancing.
kill you.
And see. I have no idea what that was. Guys, that was what? Taken. Taken. Who's seen Taken though? Hopefully none of you who are under 18 have seen Taken, because I'm not even going to tell you what that is, because you just shouldn't watch it, okay? Don't watch it. Don't watch Taken, please, don't. Craig knows what it is. Oh no, Pastor Chris is like, what are you guys doing? Taken. See, all the old people on this chat know what this is. And none of the young people. You made this impossible for us. Are you guys ready?
We are.
This looks exciting. Go, please.
And
Scene.
hello, Jack. I changed my mind. They said you might be up to...
Shh. Give me your hand. Now close your eyes. Go on. Step up. Now hold on to the railing.
What is it?
Don't peek. Step up on the railing. Hold on. Hold on. Keep your eyes closed.
My eyes are closed.
Do you trust me?
I trust you.
All right. Open your eyes.
I'm flying, Jack.
No, please stop. You've won, cringe. You got 10 out of 10 there, definitely. That was the most cringiest but hilarious most thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Is there more?
We're all done.
Yes.
High five. Social
I don't want to touch those. That's disgusting. Hey guys, it's been so cool to have you out tonight at Friday Night Live. Colin, would you join me as we take this away? That is it for tonight. Well, space.
Back up.
5
Back up.
meters? We should do 5 meters.
5 meters?
No, 1.5. Guys, 1.5 meters is hard enough, all right?
Long distance.
That is a wrap for tonight. If you said yes to Jesus or you want to know more about Jesus, we'd love you to jump on and on Facebook or Instagram, send
Facebook,
us a
Insta,
message.
Messenger.
Any of that. Send one of the leaders, send someone a message. We'd love to connect with you, tell you more. We don't want to just do life alone. And you know, in this time, there's a bit of isolation going on, but it's so important that we stay connected. And hey, if you've not been connected, if you don't have friends in this time, we want to be your friends. Keep talking to us. We'd love to see you, all right? Very cool.
Absolutely.
Oh, and if you need to hear more good news,
Good news.
good news.
Good news.
Jump over to Encounter Church TV on Facebook
Absolutely.
or YouTube, Encounter Church TV. It's Encounter Church on Facebook,
yeah.
Encounter Church TV on YouTube.
Yeah, that's true. Facts.
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 And that is it. I feel like
That's it,
something's
that's the
happening
night.
behind us. I don't know what's going on. But stay safe, fam. We'll see you next week at e-groups. We'll see you on
E-groups,
Discord. We'll see you
Discord,
on
gaming.
all the other fun things. Oh, and TikTok, which we're going to start up soon too.
TikTok.
Really cool. All right. Bye. Thanks.
Peace, dudes. See you next
Thanks
week.
for tuning in. Hey! Look at our social distancing. Woo, woo, woo! You guys are awesome. Thanks, team. Woo!